And what a view of American Airlines Center. We are here in Dallas, Texas for the final preseason game before the season starts next week. Bobby spoke a little bit more to us after practice about how much fun he's been having and how great this team has been.
It's been fun, man.
Steve Novak, Lisa Byington with you here on Valley Sports, Wisconsin. And Steve, we know that there is going to be, it's musical chairs. We know that in the preseason, right? No Giannis, no Brooke, no Bobby, no Chris, no Dame. And that's kind of the way preseason games go.
This is what time of year it is.
That's
it
right.
really is, and it's a great opportunity for some other guys. We have seen some really good stuff from the Milwaukee Bucks vets so far, some 20-plus point games from the big dogs, and so maybe some more opportunities for some of these other guys tonight.
Like A.J. Johnson, who gets a start at the point guard spot, our Mega Bucks starting lineup. So Taurean Prince, Gary Trent Jr. are your normal starters, quote-unquote normal starters that we've seen here in the regular starting lineup for the Bucks here in the preseason. But Tyler Smith getting his first start, if the preseason counts as your first start. Liam Robbins, and we mentioned A.J. Johnson. And for the Dallas Mavericks, more of the familiar names, Klay Thompson in there, P.J. Washington Jr., Daniel Gafford getting a try in the starting rotation, Quentin Grimes, and Kyrie Irving playing in his second preseason game for Dallas.
Goodness, but they did a good job of getting that thing to me when they were good at it.
Steve Novak, Lisa Byington, Melanie Ricks with you. The is combining for 44 points in that game. Trent Jr.
Be a three-man, but obviously that's where this league is at. He does a good job rebounding.
Some decent shooting moments in the preseason against the...
He's had some games where he's missed, but some games he's done some really...
The last, 2 years to build this roster for Dallas. A back...
Perfect situation every time.
Johnson gets it rejected for this summer. Smith gets his own miss.
Padding his stats, like you said, Lisa. Look at him, he's missing, he's getting his own.
Is that why he's the second best rebounder?
Oh, you wanted to make that one.
Grimes misses the dunk.
Example of just trying to get your leg.
There's Washington Jr. Aimed at Dallas from Charlotte. He misses a shot and pursuing his own miss. Splits that.
Rebounding, but defensively, he's doing a good job showing his hands.
Robbins from the baseline, and the Bucks now are on the board. We saw, you tell me. Okay, so now it's Bucks basketball. They weren't sure who the Bulls would trot out there.
And I think it's a powerful learning lesson a lot of times too to just realize. And I think the reason that these games don't count.
Day against the Bulls. Here's Trent Jr. picks off the pass. He's got.
Because like you said, sometimes it is chaos, but to see him score the last 6 points, I think it's very telling of where those points are coming from defensive activity. He's not casually taken in the preseason.
For the Bucks, and that's one thing if you're looking for something.
Absolutely, and it gives the Bucks depth regardless of who's starting. Oh my.
Gafford. That would have been something. Right into the hands of Thompson, in and out.
We're seeing three-point shots miss both of those.
And the two. Dallas retains possession. Thompson from around the screen. He's staring at a couple of Buck defenders. And gives it back to Gafford. Pump fake.
If it actually was a foul or not. So a lot of contact, but they're taking their time on that one.
Sean Wright is the crew chief. Musa Dag. Thompson gets another look. Washington will pull it back. Taurean Prince, pump fake. That three-pointer isn't there.
Even on that break right there, though, I like seeing AJ take his time and survey. You think when you're younger like that, Tyrese.
First thing he said was rebounding. He said it's about limiting the opponent's second chance opportunities, limiting teams to just 1 to 10. It'll make our defense a lot better. And of course, that'll bring a lot more efficiency to our offense as well, Lisa.
Oh, thank you, Mel. We appreciate it. Andrzej's Pasecniks with his first bucket. And with a couple of substitutions, you saw Pat Connaughton. Pasecniks challenging against Washington Jr. Tries to put it up, partially blocked, pursuing it. Trent Jr. chases it down, but can't beat the shot.
Last few possessions, just the big fellas going at it. And I think you just got to like out of the timeout, the first possession, the Bucks executed. You could tell, yes, it's preseason, but Doc has some high expectations. And like you were saying about Pat's comment.
Right.
Yeah. And those matter. And there's a reason that teams track those.
Pasecniks is making his presence felt.
He's got a veteran feel, doesn't he? He just takes his time, gets the ball down there, his eyes are up, he's making solid moves, nothing too fancy, but buckets, and a couple possessions out of that timeout with Doc.
Irving just fading it back. He makes every
shots that he makes, you think you did a good job, and it just takes this pass right there by
and
Pat.
Connaughton on chase. He's getting some action.
In the right spots, he's rolling, he's making himself available. Right when he subbed in, you saw Gary Trent Jr. try to find him, and he kind of bobbled it and missed it. And I think now you're seeing him look at those hands. He's active, he's ready. Pat, the value that he brings to this team, to any good team, a player like him, is he's got his eyes up. He's looking for players, always making the guys around him better. And so Pat doesn't get enough credit for that, but AP certainly enjoying that dime.
AP, yeah, it's a learning curve, right? And trying to pronounce his name appropriately and correctly. Melanie Ricks, getting a recording of him saying his name at practice this past week.
That's the only way to do it, right?
It's
hey, how do you
just
say
go
your name?
right to the horse's mouth.
That's right.
And then decide to say AP.
Well, I let you do all the heavy lifting as usual, and then I say AP.
Right. Over to Prince, who stays in this game. That's a three-pointer. Najee Marshall has checked in here for Dallas. Alley-oop attempts. Looking for the second-year player, Derek Lively. Who showed us his rookie year. He's got a very lively game.
Yes, he does.
Kyrie Irving, high off the glass. He hasn't missed a shot.
A guy, and then whether he shot the ball or not, he already had the two defenders drawn, and
A turnover here for the Bucks. Make it 4 here so far in this quarter. Pasecniks just couldn't get a handle on it. Andre Jackson Jr. checking in. He'll to move with it here a little bit. Push. Pat Connaughton from the corner, penetrating. They work it around. DeLon Wright won't pull the trigger, but Pat Connaughton will from the corner. Final few seconds, shot clock in play here for Dallas. Dinwiddie misses the shot. Bucks have some time to work with. Here comes Pat Connaughton across midcourt, finding Jackson Jr. Tried to loft it up. That won't count. And that's how the first quarter will end.
The focused execution and the effort with a group that obviously has been together for camp for a little bit, but the lineups continue to change. It wasn't the ball up, give handoffs like that, get other guys touches. There you go.
Connaughton, that's the.
But they're playing not frantic, but fast enough to create a little bit of chaos on defense, and then they're gathering themselves, setting their feet, they're shooting their shots.
Marshall, what a move. That was all Najee Marshall. Impressive, cuts the lead. I know that we're good for one of those Ajax dunks here tonight. Here's AP with the back down, floats it. What a game he's having so far. Double-figure points.
It's fun to watch, and I do think this is what this time of year, especially this game, say the last preseason game, countering with the three right there.
AJ looking to find his shooting stroke here in the preseason. 3 of 10 from 3 coming into tonight. Thompson, one dribble pull-up, it's a long 2. So the last 5 points for the Mavs.
Uh-oh. All you had to do is get that lid off the rim. He's been waiting to make a few shots. He had missed about 12, 13 in a row, dating back to the last game, but that's 2 in a row, quick ones. AP, the big fella, he's making some moves. Sees the shot clock winding down. Offensive duos there was in the NBA as far. Here we go. Bob right there, a little too high.
This ball foul will head back the other way. Wow, it's against Robbins again. So he's picked up 4 personals. So what they thought was going to be their starting 5-man is now picked up 4 personals with 7 and some change left in the second quarter.
Yeah, and that was a tough one too. I think he's just running the floor, trying to get in the right spot. Obviously getting a tic-tac one down there. Some of them he's wrestling. He knows he's in danger of getting it, but obviously seeing AP come back in there for him and play some big man minutes. He played some extended minutes. You can kind of see he might have needed a blow. He needed to take a break, but as well as he played, you got to think he's feeling good right now to be back out there.
Pasecniks checks back in. Who's got 10 points off the bench, challenging that Kyrie shot. Man, he is such a good finisher in and around the rim. Look at this shot.
Yeah, you're right. You can see Andre's right there. He's thinking, I got enough room. I can still get to him. I can get to him. Kyrie's been doing that a long time. Floating those up there. Nice touch. Using a little English on the glass sometimes. One of the best at it.
1 on the shot clock. I'm not sure Wright knew it until there, and he had to put it.
Just that the referee's talking about. Look at Brook Lopez. Even he knows. Come on. And Doc was still arguing after the fact.
He's
so
still. Oh, Antes. Good hustle.
Yeah, and I like just that there's not a casual nature about any of these possessions. 4th preseason game. It was like a practice. working on reps, working on timing, working on different lineups. There's that. Nice.
A.J. Johnson swatted by Lively. It'll stay here, Bucks basketball. Shot clock will reset to 14.
And I think the thing about Test, you just see the bursts. You see how he gets to great spots. Does he finish? No. Is he 19 years old though? Yes, he is. And so you...
Boy, Prince has been good defensively. Like I said, if Bucks fans are looking for something that could translate the regular season, that's certainly something that could carry. Back to Trent Jr. Ball is loose. Here comes Grimes. And Prince trying to body him up, slow down this transition. Thompson! Klay Thompson's second three-pointer, 8 in the first half.
I think you hear that. There's a reason he's here. He's a very good fit, but making some shots has been. Oh boy.
All 8 of his points have come in this quarter. The Mavs looking to push once again. Gorgeous lead of the game here for Dallas. Lively push shot, gets it to go. And on a 9-0 run, and now they're here offensively. Trent Jr. misses. Another transition opportunity, possibly. Thompson, tough shot in the corner. All 11 points in the second quarter.
It's just amazing when you are that level of shooter.
And everything, the floodgates have opened up now for Mr. Thompson.
Well, and let's be honest, most guys wouldn't make that pass to somebody going to the corner. They know if you flip that pass.
Here we just showed. Here's Thompson on the move. Washington Jr. with a big flush for Dallas. Play going into this possession here for the Mavs. Thompson, tight coverage from Prince. That's what you want on him. Leaves it short. Good defense there by Prince in the final possession. Looking at the leading scorers here, Gary Trent Jr. getting the start and up there with his double-figure scoring. Kyrie Irving and with the 14 points to lead all scorers. Klay Thompson, all 11 points coming in the second quarter. And so we are moments away from starting the second half. Keep forgetting to add Bobby. No Bobby here tonight as well. That's a big one. No Giannis, no Brooke, no Chris, no Dame, no Bobby. Seen all of Kyrie here tonight, as well as Klay Thompson, who's on the bench for the Mavs. The rotation that we've seen in the starting lineup playing here tonight.
You see right here, he's going to the rack hard. He's thinking, oh, I'm gonna get some contact. He hits the ground hard, and he's thinking, all right, that's the second, third time I've.
Robbins takes the pass, can't get the finish.
I'm going to coach him up, and he also said, but you want to know what the thing is? Good D right there by Robbins, and follow up by Smith.
Gafford stays with it, gets the and one opportunity. Robbins, they leave him alone. He sizes up the three-pointer.
Not known as an elite three-point shooter, but we all know where this league is at. And if you're a big fella, and
he was named SEC Defensive Player of the Year, but he was injured.
SEC Defensive Player of the Year type guy, a National Defensive Player of the Year finalist kind of player.
Najee Marshall answering with one from up top. Johnson takes it in and out. Pasecniks gets the foul. We'll go to the free throw line.
Great field by the big fella to make those moves, take it.
It's now off the bench, 11 points in 17 minutes. Signed a two-way deal in August. Latvian descent, but most recently played, obviously the big addition with Kyrie. And they've worked to even move some.
Obviously the run they had for the finals, it certainly was unexpected last year.
Prosper sinks it.
Former Marquette guy, 24th pick last year, knocking that one down. It's just easier, Omax.
That's right, Omax. The block from Lively.
A lot of responsibility, and you got to guard some guys that are monsters. Floater right there for Lively. And it's not that easy being a 3-4 man as well.
Well, he said that was exquisite telestrating, by the way. You're much better at that than I am. Oh, Lively
He can really get up. His
Boy.
presence is felt out there, isn't it? He's flying around, he's making plays and taking out one of our camera guys. Easy. But just look at the elevation. And you know what you do? You look at some of these guys. Yes, it's the preseason game. The last
4 seconds on the shot clock. Oh, Mavs got a hustle. Prosper. Nope, doesn't beat it. Shot clock violation.
Now on the floor, it's number 7.
Yeah, Lively getting a sub here, but boy, he was flying around. And see, he's probably done for the night, but AP was
Rebounding. He's got 10 rebounds here for the Bucks. Marshall picked the pocket of Rollins, and he flushes it. Got tangled up a little bit on the baseline, but everyone's good. Everyone's up. Rollins for a good measure from half court.
Milwaukee 58, our Mavs 83.
One more quarter to play here in Dallas. Corner shot in and out. Tapping on the floor. Powell retaining possession. Here's Williams, a little shake and bake. Count the bucket.
Fouls on the report. AJ Green, his 4th personal. That's the 3rd team foul.
these kind of games. These are guys that are knowing, look, this is my last opportunity to try to see if I can maybe make this team. And everybody's well aware of what the roster situations are and who's likely and unlikely, but they know, hey, even if it's not here, other teams are watching.
8 points. He's played 6 minutes and counting. Prosper penetrating, he wants it. Went high to get it. We've seen that at Marquette.
That is absolutely what he was drafted for. As a 24th pick, this is a high flying. He is a runner, can be a big time defensive player, but boy, oh boy, you do not want to get stuck in that restricted area. He got a running start, he took off. And yeah, those were some kind of Marquette vintage days of him taking off, dunking on guys with that Shaka Smart press, getting some steals and making some things happen.
Last year split some time in the G League with the Texas Legends. And sometimes
That's been very noticeable. I think when you think about last year, talk about the focus. Look at, he's over here boxing on the sideline. But I think when you think about last year, in my opinion, it was this year is different because that was a frustrating finish. Losing the first round like that with injuries and stuff like that, they want to finish better.
oh, count the bucket. There's strength again. Prosper is showing us all a little something.
Yeah, there's guys that are trying to make the team. There's guys that are trying to earn minutes. Guys that are trying to be a starter instead of coming off the bench. And, you know, look, he's one of those guys right now that he's on the team. He's trying to earn minutes.
Lude gets it blocked. Stolen behind. And a tough finish again for Prosper. Timeout here for Doc. He's going to chat with the youngins just a little bit. The Mavs have put up over 100 points here tonight. And several teaching moments, which is, you know, exactly the purpose. You want to rest your starters on a night like this, but you want to have several teaching moments on tape.
No, you absolutely do. And I think you go into these games understanding, look, teams are getting different things out. I had Shane Battier, Jawan Howard. Ooh. Sharp going up and blocking AJ at the rim. I had guys like Yao Ming and rest in peace, Dikembe Mutombo took me shopping for the first time to buy suits.
Oh.
Sharp saying, get that out of here.